In this lesson, we're going to explore how you can master composition inside of Midjourney. Composition is one of the most important parts of creating an aesthetic image, and it is the art of positioning different elements inside of the frame. I'm going to show you some tips and tricks to use text prompts to get the most out of compositions, and you have a great deal of control over the composition inside of Midjourney. All you have to do is specify what sort of composition you are looking for inside of the text prompt. So here I'm going to show you the same prompt each time, the Empress, but with different compositions added on. The first one is a full body view of an Empress, and you can see that we get this Empress totally shown, the entire body from head to toe. The next is an ultra wide shot of an Empress. And here you can see that it includes her and a lot more of her surroundings, as well as making her smaller inside of the frame. So this is great if you're looking to make really cinematic shots of a character in a situation. Next up is Empress Portrait. And for this, as you might imagine, it has the head with a little bit of a neck and shoulders. Even in one of the examples, it has framed this image. So this is good if you're looking for a more traditional style painting, perhaps. Next up is Empress Macro Shot, and macro essentially means a very, very close up of a piece of detail. And here you can see that it has essentially gone very much into a pattern-like study of these emeralds and jewels instead of portraying a human-like form of an empress. So this is really cool if you're experimenting with perhaps some interesting textures or getting a more unusual perspective on something that is normal. And next up we have Empress Headshot. And what this does is it gets just the head, as you might imagine. So it's slightly closer up than a portrait might be. So if you're looking for really high quality detailed facial shots, then this is the composition that you want to try. I encourage you to try this out right now. Select your own type of subject and enter in all the different types of composition that you can imagine. Here is the Empress Extreme Close-Up. So it's zoomed really far in to some of the features on her. You've got some interesting images here, and you can see that Midjourney has slightly struggled with this composition. Likewise, with a side view of an Empress, you can see that Midjourney isn't always able to generate that specific type of composition. But it has done pretty well with these renditions, the first and the third. So in this lesson, we looked through the different styles of composition that you can use inside of your text prompts. This allows you greater control over the positioning of elements inside of your work.